lot of you are asking me to talk about Justin Bieber's performance at Coachella, and I just don't think that you're gonna like what I have to say. So when it comes to the comments that Zara Larsson made and the broader discussion that we're having about men not being held to the same standard as women artists, I think in general, that is a great point. If this were about Benson Boone, that'd be one thing. But we're not talking about Benson Boone. We're not talking about male performers in general. We're talking specifically about Justin motherfucking Bieber. I mean this in the most respectful way as someone that has always liked Zara Larsson. Like I was listening to her like from the jump. Of course Zara couldn't get away with that. Because Zara is not Justin Bieber. She's not the pop culture phenomenon that he is. Sure, Sabrina Carpenter's production level was crazy and she gave a great performance. And if she did what Justin Bieber did, no, it wouldn't be acceptable. But she's not Justin Bieber. Do you know what nuance at its core is often about? Understanding that as accurate as some broad generalizations are occasionally times where the specifics of a situation will change its context. Zara Larsson said it's giving YouTube and smoke. He's allowed to do that. Not every artist has earned that. Sorry. I mean, Katy Perry has the audacity to joke about at least there aren't ads in this performance because of YouTube. To me, it seems like someone's a little bitter that they don't have the star power required to justify that kind of performance. I swear, I try so hard. Katy Perry continues to be so highly unlikable. If you want to hear me explain more about what I mean, I'm working on a longer video over where you can watch. But at its core, this is actually more about recognizing the dynamics of trauma than it is artistry. Here we go, me talking about the difference between art and entertainment. Some people just want to be impressed and some people want to be a part of a moment. And I know some of my personal feelings of modern day fandoms is coming into play. You don't like something, you're allowed to not like it. You don't have to justify you not liking it by insisting that something is lazy or that's not art. We have seen Justin on this path of healing. It should not be surprising to you. Justin is evolving as a person and as an artist. Like some of you guys just want the old Justin, just like some of you guys want the old Beyonce. I just feel like we're losing the ability to hold multiple truths at the same time. We need to be able to acknowledge that some things just aren't for us, but that doesn't mean that they're not valuable. Some of you guys felt like Justin was just doing karaoke the same way that you thought when he was performing Yukon in his underwear that was just lazy and disrespectful. We talk so much bullshit about trying to change the landscape of these parasocial relationships. Look what happened to Britney, yada, yada, yada. Until you actually have to see what processing your own personal trauma through art might look like. It might not be as exciting. It might not be as entertaining. The fact that some of you guys cannot see the poignancy of him on stage harmonizing with his younger self after everything he's been through. He's quite literally doing internal family systems work. Literally talking to his inner child. It just feels like some of you guys are allergic to thinking, allergic to symbolism. Everything is so literal now. People think that if they don't like something, it must not be art. It's so presumptuous and narcissistic of you. Again, if you disliked his performance, I want to talk to you all day. But if you're on the bandwagon of not liking it and thinking that it was just lazy, it wasn't art, it wasn't valuable, then I don't think you're really a fan. I'm sorry, I don't think you're really a fan. Finally doing the work of healing that we always wanted him to do, and now that he's doing in public, he's getting criticized for it. And some of y'all's reaction to his performance literally proves the point. You're part of the reason why he ended up the way he did. Dance, monkey, dance, monkey. I love Zara Larsson. I'm not saying that she's not just as talented as Justin, but as far as public relationship goes with a celebrity, don't use Justin Bieber as a reason to validate your whole point about women having it harder in the showbiz industry. Because there are plenty of people that found it quite moving. And that like we're only seeing parts of the performance that if you were there live, it might have been like really anticlimactic, etc. But I just find this specific type of reaction to Justin's performance kind of odd. When you get to the level of people like Justin Bieber and Britney Spears, people aren't necessarily going just to see them perform like they always did. It is something different for a legend like Justin Bieber. It is something different for a legend like Britney Spears. Sorry, they're allowed to get away with more things. Like, what do you want? They've proven their worth. It just kind of irritates me because it feels like people are continuing to insist you prove your worth, you prove your worth. Especially coming from people like Katy Perry. Like, I think conceptually, it was really beautiful. Seems like people nowadays don't like deep stuff. I think it's a gift that Justin is sharing this part of his journey with us. Sometimes people forget that art isn't always for you. Sometimes it's for the artist. Art, entertainment.